The winter college graduation season is underway and new graduates have hopes of finding a job quickly. But how realistic is that? A May Rutgers University study shows over the last 5 years only 51% of graduates from four-year college programs hold full-time positions. And those who graduated between 2006 and 2011 make an average of $3,000 less than their peers who entered the market in 2008. Making matters worse, students are graduating with a record level of debt, on average about $27,000. Here to shed some light and hope on the situation is career Dr. Cassi, President and CEO of Limited Exposure Theory. Thank you for being here with us. We talked about these numbers in the Rutgers study, but I had another study, and it's from the National Association of Colleges and Employers, the Job Outlook 2013. They say employers expect to hire 13% more people from the class of 2013 than they did from this spring's graduating class. That's a survey. Cassie, what's the reality?
The reality is that employment is definitely improving. So that is, we have seen we're at 7.7% now, which is a great improvement from where we were 9.1, 9.2% a year ago, or a little over a year ago. However, there needs to be a paradigm shift with these college graduates. I think what needs to happen is planning needs to start when they're planning their education for college, actually.
So before they even enter college?
I think so. I think, if it's not too late once you've graduated. However, kids are doing such a great job of preparing to go to college in terms of taking their SATs and their ACTs and taking college prep classes. And they're doing things like choosing schools that'll be right for them in terms of size and location. Well, in addition to all of that planning, they need to think about career planning. I know they don't want to. A young person doesn't want to think about exactly what job they want now. But it's the specific resume that gets the job, not the generic resume.
If someone thinks they want to be in finance or education and they think that's what they want to major in when they enter college, should they continue with that track, or should they be looking at what people need in the job market? They need high tech, or they need nurses, or they need something else. Should I change my whole career plan to find the job 4 years later?
I think possibly, but not necessarily, because if there is a specific job that you can name within finance that has vacancies right now, you should certainly pursue that track. But if it doesn't exist, then yes, they should think about something related, but maybe not exactly the same. And they should start to prepare themselves with taking specific courses that make them a perfect match for what exists in the workplace. And I love the idea of internships. Free internships. I met a man who is a taxi cab driver right now, and he graduated with a major in biology. I thought, so easy to get a job. He couldn't name a specific job, nor a specific organization, and he could easily get an internship in so many locations.
Exactly. We have less than 30 seconds. I want to ask you, we've got the winter graduates coming up. Is it easier for them to find a job now, or for the ones who graduate in May or June?
It's always easier in the spring, I really must be honest.
Really? Because you would think there are more students out there graduating.
Yes, and I think employers have the expectation that there's more students out there, so they're looking for them at that time. It's not a natural thought to look in December as much as it is in spring. But I think there are job opportunities, and if people do their research, their missing information analysis, what I call an MIA, they can figure out a job for them, and they could make themselves a perfect match for it.
All right, bottom line, if you're the parent of a junior in high school, start thinking now about the career choices you need to make and what will happen 4 years after that. Cassie, thank you for being here with us. Good advice.